Hey guys, what's going on? Mail Decay here, bringing another video for you guys today. Yesterday was a pretty big day for WoW news. A lot of information came out about 8.3, which is the final patch for Battle for Azeroth, and then a little nugget of information came out about Classic. Little surprise for everybody. So we're gonna talk about Classic real quick, just because it's the hot hand right now, and we'll get to the BFA stuff in a little bit. So yesterday was announced that Dire Maul would be coming October 15th, separate from the other Phase 2 content. It's interesting because not that long ago, like 3 or 4 days ago, an interview was done, and they asked when Phase 2 would be rolling out its content for Classic WoW, and they said that by the end of 2019, Phase 2 would be rolled out and going live for Classic. So that's the end of November, start of December. It's not very long from now. It's like a month and a half, right? Uh, so for them to come back and say that Dire Maul is being released separately, and their reasoning is it gives people more to do in the game. I don't know where they think there's not plenty to do in Classic WoW, because I know there's plenty to do. But it's cool. It's fun. That's nice. So with Dire Maul being released, then that means there's a whole lot of gear in there that a lot of classes can use and that are really, really strong for them. New enchants, new weapon. The tribute runs is the big thing. The buffs from the tribute runs is huge. It'll help guilds who can't quite get through MC or Onyxia. I don't know if that's really a problem, but if it is, buffs will help. And they'll definitely help the people who've already cleared MC and Onyxia just do it a lot faster. So it's pretty cool. The Warlock and the Paladin class mounts, those quests are in Dire Maul. So Warlocks, Paladins, you finally get your class mounts. So I bet you guys are excited about that. That is all on the 15th. That's next week. So the rest of Phase 2 is still going to be later in 2019. That is the world bosses, which is Kazakh and Azergos, and the PvP system will be added when all that goes live too. And they also said that layering is going to be gone by Phase 2. They said they've already done a lot of work on layering, reducing the layers on the servers, and that I don't know, like 10 to 12 servers already are down to one layer. So it's the higher pop servers that are still at a couple of layers, and little by little they're shrinking it down. So they're already working on it. It's really nice to see layering is gone. I know that was a big concern of mine and a lot of people playing Classic. So it's good to see that they stuck to their word and they are taking it out. So good things to come for Classic WoW in the next week and in the next couple months. So that being said, we're gonna move on to Battle for Azeroth. So 8.3 was pretty much announced yesterday. Um, Visions of N'Zoth, I guess is what they're gonna call it. And with that, it is a new raid. It's the final raid. So N'Zoth is going to be the final boss in a 12 boss raid. That's huge. 12 bosses is huge. I don't think we've had a raid that big in quite a while. I don't really raid, so I couldn't really tell you, but that's pretty huge. They're adding allied races. Alliance get Mechanomes. Volpyra go to Horde. Then there's the Worgen and Goblin Heritage Armor, which, if you guys have not seen it, uh, they're pretty cool. Worgen get a top hat, and goblins get their like crash pilot kind of gear. The goblins definitely look a lot cooler for sure. So that's pretty cool. Um, Apparently the auction house is getting revamped. I don't really know that the auction house was a problem, but apparently a lot of things are coming for the auction house to where it's making things a lot more user friendly, I guess, is what they're saying. So I don't know. It's pretty interesting to see that after all this time. I think it's just Blizzard's way of cutting out like third party add-ons and stuff. You know, Blizzard would much rather do it themselves than have some add-on in their game do it for them. So I think this is just Blizzard's way of cutting out like auctioneer and add-ons like that. So we'll see what that looks like. Uh, like I said, the 12 boss raid is Nyalotha. Apparently that's like the city, Black Empire or whatever in lore. So it's pretty cool. Horrific Visions are new challenges that were inspired by the Mage Tower and Legion. They're designed for 1 to 5 players to clear alternate visions of Orgrimmar and Stormwind. Wrathion will help you, and you'll power up a legendary cloak to improve your defenses against the old gods. This cloak will also come in handy when you fight N'Zoth. Okay, I don't want to be that guy, but I'm gonna be that guy. We've already done a legendary cloak. Did it back in Mist of Pandaria from the same guy. I don't want to scream recycled content, but that seems pretty recycled to me. The only thing that's changed is it has power-ups now, which is just terms for another way of time gating content and unlocking more stuff, just like with the neck and things like that. So, not really the idea of the Mage Tower inspired challenges is awesome, but the whole time gated powering up the cloak thing is not really my thing. Just give us the challenges and let us do that. Don't make us, grind more stuff on top of already having to do artifact power and stuff like that. That's my only negative to that. Moving on to assaults. Assaults by N'Zoth's minions on Titan facilities. Oldham and the Veil of Eternal Blossoms. The veil has finally been cleansed and restored to its original Mist of Pandaria appearance. Alright, I don't know if I'm the only one, but the veil was probably one of the most beautiful zones ever in World of Warcraft. I loved that zone. It was beautiful, it was bright, it was vibrant. And then Garrosh and the Siege of Orgrimmar happened and just ruined the zone for me. So the fact that they're bringing it back, I don't know if that's to please the player base or if they did it just as part of the story. But that's pretty cool to me. I think that's pretty cool. I like that a lot. It says when an assault takes place, the entire zone is affected and special treasures and content are available. So that sounds like the Legion assaults and then the Battle for Azeroth little world quest things. So that sounds like a new way of doing the same thing we've been doing. They're just putting a new shiny on it. Okay. Um, cool idea, but just still more of the same system. With the assaults on Titan facilities, the Titan Forge system may be replaced by something new. Now this I like. I like that. I've never been a big fan of Titan forging. I think it's dumb. I think it makes gear lose its value, and I feel like it's just a lazy system altogether. It's just like a roll of the dice and good luck. You already have to roll a dice to get your gear, and then you have to roll the dice again to get a Titan Forge from it. I'm not a big fan of that. I liked it back when you could just get your piece of gear and it was your best piece, and that's all you had to worry about. You didn't have to worry about getting it uh, Warforged or Titan forged with a socket. Like that crap is stupid. So if that system's getting gone, I'm a-okay with that. More levels for the Heart of Azeroth, new essence slots, and more essences coming with 8.3 content. Yay! More grinding. Oh boy. Hope you guys are ready for that one. But if you haven't made it to the cap on your heart, guess what? Doesn't really matter because you get to keep going. Um, New Mythic Plus affix to reflect N'Zoth. It's called Corrupted. Black Empire obelisks pull you into an alternate reality and then port you out to your location reached in the alternate reality versus your original location, making for some interesting skips. Um, I'm not very big with Mythic Plus stuff, but that sounds like a pretty cool way to skip a lot of painful pulls if it works out that way. So that's pretty cool. Uh, you know, that's a pretty good idea. I like that. And then of course this says the PTR is going live later today, which was yesterday. So PTR is up. I don't know how much of this stuff is actually on there. So that's pretty much it, guys. There's a couple of class changes that aren't really significant yet because it's just been put on the PTR, right? So I'm not really going to look at those because they don't really matter right now. And a bunch of this has lore and story stuff. So if you guys are real big on the lore and the story of BFA and what's going on, there's a lot of stuff in here. A bunch of it's spoilers and stuff, so be careful. I know how some people are, right? Um, One last thing I wanted to look at was these corrupted rings. Apparently they're called kiss curse effects. The one, the ring gives you a buff and then it gives you something negative too. So like this one, your damage and healing is increased by 2%, but when you fall below 25 health, you taunt all the enemies near you. Wow, that's definitely a tank ring. Yikes, that's scary. Some of these are really interesting. This one roots you. This one blocks healing. That's pretty crazy. It's an interesting idea from Blizzard's perspective. You get the good and the bad, right? I guess they did that with the trinkets from uh whatever that raid is, BFA, with the two bosses in it, trinkets and stuff. So, I mean, it's kind of cool to see them doing positive, negative kind of things like that. So, I think that's about it, guys. Try to keep this video as short as possible. So, we're going to call it on that. Hopefully, you guys liked the information you saw here. Hopefully, I was able to help you guys out a little bit. And if you liked the video, hit the like button and check out the Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. It's got information. I post, updates for WoW and stuff, and I post when I'm working on a video, when I'm uploading a video, and just kind of to keep you guys up to date on what's going on. I do try to do these videos once a week. I've been falling a little bit behind with work and stuff. It's been a little busy, a little hectic for me. So it is what it is. And if you really dig the content of the channel, hit that subscribe button, smack that bell while you're there. That way you get all notifications on when my videos go up. It means a lot, says a lot, and I appreciate it a lot. So it's gonna do it for this one, guys. Till the next one, I'll catch you all later. Much love. Peace.